Hey guys, I just wanted to start a little narration here. Vinny is starting a job today, and he pulled a permit for there's a vacancy, and the owners wanna go from a 100 amp panel to a 200 amp panel. So the first thing Vinny had to do was he had to have Southern California Edison come out and make sure whenever you're going from 100 amp to 200, you have to have it inspected by SCE to make sure the location is still good. Because if you're doing 100 amp, you don't have to worry. If you're doing a 200 amp, then you have to worry. So they came out and gave their blessings, and then once that happened, Vinny ordered all his material, and once he got all that, he went and pulled the permits. And so basically he's going to start that job today.
Hey guys, we're at the house doing the panel upgrade. Here's the old panel. Push-o-matic. I'll be taking the dead front off right there, and then I'll be labeling each conductor so I can remember which one goes to where for the new panel. I'll get some video right after I do that, where I take this apart. Well, I got it open up. I was trying to get the circuits labeled up. I was gonna label them after I disconnected it all, but when I was tracing out the circuits or trying to figure out what to label them, there was no labels except for one thing, but I don't see no spot back here. So I went ahead and started racking the breakers to turn them off so I can figure out what outlet was off or what light was off, but these don't even reset anymore. That one does, but these don't. That one doesn't. I remember that one. So instead of wasting my time and trying to label each one, yeah, I'm just gonna do it now, label it with the stickers, and then once I install it all completely, I'll probably label it. Well, yeah, we'll label it. Alright guys, so here's the panel layout. I'm going to be chipping the stucco from the inside to get a feel for it. I'll get a feel for it and then I'll start recording and chipping out the rest. I got to get my safety glasses on. Got my mask, got my earplugs, and got my nose protection from UMOP, and we'll start getting at it. Well, I started. I'm getting the feel of it. I don't want to push it too far back, and then you start ripping paper. I mean, I could probably rip paper now and be fine with it, and then ease up once I have a hole, and then start going slower and chipping away at it, and then keeping the black paper fine all the way up to, I'm gonna expose it all a little bit jagged, not straight like this, so then you get a cold joint apparently. So I'm gonna go jagged and make sure all the black paper from there is gonna be good. So I'm gonna just probably leave this recording. You can watch me go from this point on. I might pause it in between just to answer a few things, but that's what we'll be doing. Normally I would just blow right through it, but because I'm practicing, I want to make sure I can do it without ruining the black paper. So this is just me wasting a little bit, not wasting, but learning. But let's see if I can do it. Oh, there it is.
So that's a no-no.
That's where I got a little carried away, but that's where I'm learning. Let's see if I can get that closer. There's my little hole. But from the start, I was doing good. that broke away. I don't know, but I have to be more careful when I go out further. I don't need all this excess mesh right now. I just need a black paper. What I want to do is relieve enough space. So I might have to move this, might have to move that, but I want to leave enough space. This is where my panel's going to go. Actually, I might leave it just right there. So there's my panel. So if I just give it just a tiny bit more, then I'll snip it. Maybe keep this long like this, fold it back, put my new panel, and then fold it back into it. Might have to open it up more, we'll see.
By the way, guys, I found this over there on the side of the dirt. I guess it's off a bicycle or something. I don't know what it is, but this will keep me out of his face while he's working. I can point there. If he's not nice, I'll put a couple fucking holes in his black paper when he's not looking. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Class is in, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. He's got to be real careful. As you see here, this won't matter because his panel's gonna come way down. But if he has some of these over here, then to do the paper repair, it gets more difficult. He's got to keep most of this intact. So what he has to do is he has to get in there with that screwdriver and very carefully break that up into little pieces without tearing that paper up as much as possible. The new one is going to go all the way from about right here, Vinny? About right there?
Right here.
Okay, right there, down to here, and it's going to be much wider. This has been framed in. You can see here it's been framed in. The next stud is about right. The next stud is right there, guys. So with that, and I'm using this because he always bitches when I'm up close on him like this, doing this. He looks at me like, get the fuck out of my way. So now, if he says too much, I can whack him in the head and just apologize. Say, oops, sorry. So, anyway, he's doing a good job. He's being very careful. This is his first 200 amp. He's done commercial amp boxes, like how many amps? 400?
400, 600.
400 and 600 panels. He's done those, but he's never done a residential 100 or 200. Which, in the end, the only difference is when he's doing the big panels, he's usually working with block walls and surface mounted items. So you don't have to worry about the city inspection coming out here and saying, hey, you screwed your paper up too much. You got to open up more to get to You know, so the part that's different for him is not this stuff. It's more for the stucco repair, the paper, being careful, because the big commercial ones, 400 and 600 amp panels, those are usually on block walls, surface mounted mostly, stuff like that. So he's never had to worry about this part of it. So with that being said, this is new to him. This isn't new to him. The wiring is not new to him, but dealing with the city, because he's never really had to deal with inspectors, because when you're union, you just put the shit in, and then the bigger bosses that make more than you handle the inspections, handle the inspectors. And if something's wrong, they get a call back, and this guy would have to go back if something was. I don't ever remember him having anything wrong, but if he did, the top guy would talk to him and he'd come back and make the change. But he never had to deal with the inspectors. This time he had to go to the city, and he actually first had SCE come out to make sure that the location for this was okay, because when you go from a 100 amp panel to a 200 amp panel, sometimes they make you change the location, whether it's to the left, to the right. A lot has to do with the door and other items, and the rail, the roof, that too. And you have to change the pole up there. The pole that they have up there is 1.5 inches. Now it's got to be 2 inch. So with that being said, and the new panels don't have the same spot as the pole. So meaning he's going to have, the new one has a hole over here. He's going to have to measure and get the offset so we don't have to repair the roof. So basically he's going to measure from this hole, from this spot to up there, and he's going to take his pipe somewhere, and they're going to offset it like this, and hopefully he gets it right. If not, I'm going to be doing a roof repair, which I don't mind doing, but if we'd like to, I'd like him to learn how to measure right and get the proper offset and get it done. And with that being said, that's all new to him. Because he's never had to worry. He's put offsets on pipes going surface mounted boxes, and he'd have to bend pipe and go up and go around and do all that stuff, but never inside a wall. It's usually all surface mounted once again. So with that being said, that part's new to him. So he went down and he had SCE come out, and they had a sticker on there, didn't they, Vinny? What happened?
I have no idea.
Anyway, there was a sticker on it that said approved. And
meter spot.
Huh?
It said metered spot.
Yeah, meter spot.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. And somebody took it off. Anyway, probably the damn painters. They were here. Those painters, they take shit apart and then try to put it back together. They pull shit. Even though I had a note on there, I had a letter that said.
That one out.
Oh, I even had this on there. I had this piece on there that says, "Do not remove or paint over this orange sticker." And my phone, idiot, still fucking did it. So anyway, yeah, Alicia says they probably didn't speak English. It's been approved. So then he went down to the city and pulled a permit after talking to the inspectors. He wanted to talk to the inspectors, and he got there way before they opened. He got in there into the city planning, and he caught an inspector, and he asked for a moment of his time, and they gave it to him. He's been there twice because he had questions about, he knows the code, but he had a few questions that needed to be answered for Huntington Beach, clarification, I guess you would say. And they both times the same inspector caught him over there, and he caught the same inspector over there twice, and both times he was very happy to answer his questions. He thanked Vinny for pulling permits and doing it the right way, and if there was anything he could do to help Vinny, he would do it. And he's got his card. He could probably call if he wanted to. Vinny doesn't call. He goes down there instead. I think that shows more respect. And so anyway, he went down there this morning because he had one question before ripping this panel out. And the inspector clarified it for him. And so now there's going to be a pre-inspection and an inspection. And the part about the electrical, we're not worried about at all. He's got that. It's more about preparing this for stucco, preparing the paper, preparing everything right so it'll pass inspection. The first inspection is for the wiring in the box and the offset and all that shit. Then the finishing, that'd be the pre-inspection. Then the finish inspection will be for this paper. So anyway, Vinny's gonna put this video together and we'll see how it goes for him. Talk to you guys in a little bit.
Well, I think I'm done shipping for today. Here it is. Still got to go disconnect the wire from top now, since I'm done using the power from there.
Hey guys, we're back at this house where Vinny's doing the electrical panel. They had us working on another job at another place, water heater and gate valve yesterday, so we couldn't be here. But Vinny, the panel's still live. He's doing good. We don't need to worry about these holes. He did a really good job with this. I mean, most guys tear the shit out of this. But the new panel is going to be a lot larger. Like I said, we had a spot check from SCE. SCE will not cut these cables. See that cable right here? Coming down over to this pole. Let me show you. SCE will not disconnect the line. And you can see the one wire, the wire that holds the cable to the mast is broken. So the only thing that's holding it is wires, the connectors, which are a couple sleeves with nuts in them. You'll see later. Right now, all we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the line from the top one at a time and wrap them. We're gonna tie off. I don't know if I'm gonna grab onto that clip for the mast because it's rotted. I might just do a couple half hitches with a knot back on the insulation. And we don't think we're gonna tie off on that because we don't trust whoever put that dish there. We're probably gonna tie off to the fireplace, most likely. And then cut them long, and then we have bigger cables. See, we have to change that mast. We have to go from 1.5 inches, which that is, to a 2-inch. And we're just going to cut up high so we have all that lead on there. And then when we're ready to put our new leads in there, then we'll mess with one of those at a time, taking them apart and running them. And if you notice, we were like, because the cable that we have to use is, I think, 2 aught. I'm not sure. I got to ask Vinny. But they're bigger than what you see coming out of that weatherhead. And but look how skinny the Edison is. And we asked him when he was there, how is it that we've got, he goes, no, this is a whole different wire. The wire that's on Edison's side is made to take a whole lot more. It's commercial grade wire. That thing can take a lot of amperage. So we don't have to worry about ours being bigger and theirs being smaller, because theirs is designed to hold a lot more. It's not like what we can buy. So anyway, we're gonna get up there. We'll videotape it. I've never done it before, but he has. And still, you have to be cautious. I mean, you're playing with your life up here. This is one time. You see me do a lot of stupid shit with these panels, and you hear me joking around and tell Vinny to stick a screwdriver in there and see if it's working. You know, shit like that. We're playing around. It's our antics. It makes our day go faster. Then it gets caught on tape, and then I'm like, well, do I edit it out, or do I just show what we do? You know, what we do and how we play. You know, I mean, you get bored on these jobs, so we screw around a lot, father and son, you know. And so with that being said, this is a whole different story up here. You know, this here will kill you. So anyway, yes, it's only 120 coming down each line with a neutral, a ground, but still, you know, it's open, so anything can happen. All right, guys, we're gonna get ready. I know you guys are gonna bitch about, oh, you're using an aluminum ladder. Well, we're just using it. We're not using it to work off of, you know, on electrical. We're just using it to get up to the roof. Alright guys, we'll see you up on the roof. Okay guys, we do have our safety gloves. You know, we'll be wearing our leathers on top of it because we don't want to break the insulation on cracked insulation, because you got to remember that wire's got to be what, 25, 30 years old, and the insulation on it is brittle, and you get a brittle piece of insulation cracking, it can, you know, sliver through there. So we always wear leather gloves on top of these. So, you know, people are going to say, hey, you're not wearing, you know, leather ain't good enough. But these are rated for 1,000, I think. And we got paracord, they won't break. So we're good to go. Okay, let's get this tied off. See, guys, it broke. The only thing holding this was the cable. And look, this one looks like it wants to slip out. This one here is actually ready to pull out. Let me take a picture of it. That one looks like it's, because usually that insulation covers that. So it's ready to, it's been a lot of weight on here. So
oh, the high part of the fucking chimney you're gonna do, right?
something like that. Now, just for extra love and attention, let's put a half hitch in there. One more for love. Okay guys, there's a vent over here that I could use. I might just wrap around that and then tie off over here. Watch. Because I like how high it is. I want to keep it off. Right here. I just want it on that cap. Lift it up over that brick because that'll slide. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right there. Okay, now let's go over here. And you know what I might do, Vinny? Is to keep that line from going over here. Go put a, hold this a minute. I know what I'm doing now. Watch this. Give me a little slack in a second. Right here, please. Oh, I need a big one. Okay, pass it through over here.
Oh, you're getting a knot right here.
Okay, and you can get the slack out for me in a minute.
I feel like we're gonna pull the cap off.
No, that can't come off. And we're just, that goes all the way down, son. Okay, so we're good. So now let me go over your head.
So I feel like once this is cut, Dad, is it gonna spring this way?
No, that's what I'm tying it this way for. Okay, go down low. Come over here and tie it off. No, my knees hurt. Just go ahead and tie it off there. I'll keep you taut. Okay, son, everything is tied off. I'll show you how we tied it off. This here will probably end up on the roofs here. Okay, son, glove up and go ahead and cut your neutral right there. That'll give you a good way to test those pliers. And just leave them. Yeah, just cut them about right here. Look at that. Oh, it lasted through. Take a picture of that. Hey guys, what he's taking a picture of, this ground wire
Something happened.
melted. This ground wire arced through on this here, and I'll have to show you later. And it blasted apart. It didn't last that long, but that is into here. It looks like they have like a little issue there. There we go, guys. There's how. I mean. Okay, so now, if you would, don't worry about that. Go ahead and cut
This one
should
should probably
first.
be bent this way. Out.
I don't want to bend it too much. Just like that.
Okay. Good.
Now go ahead and cut this guy first.
Which
I'm
one?
going to crack this off.
We can fuck with that later.
Okay, I just want to cut this one. Right there.
This one first?
Yeah. I should be holding it too, like. No, I'm not using it right. No, just take that off now. Okay, good. Now let me bend it. Let me have the tape. I got it right here. Hold on, I'm gonna take that up too.
Go ahead.
That's in bad shape right there. Here, maybe.
Should I cut those coppers more down?
Nope. Don't even waste your time on it. I'm gonna go out a little bit and I'm gonna fold it in and go again. I don't want to put a hole through my gloves, so I'm just gonna do like that. Good to go. Like that. Okay, I want to hold that for you just in case
The springs.
it's a little springy.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, take off your leather gloves. Look how what a good tie job I did.
I'm impressed. Hey,
Yeah.
that's impressive. Here, take it. Here.
You go ahead, you wrap that one. Go ahead and wrap it over there too.
Yeah,
Give it some bear. Just take your leather off. You want me to wrap that one?
No,
I'm
I want to
already
try it.
used
I
to
want
it.
to try it.
I'm sorry guys, I've been blocking the way. What an idiot I am. Don't let that get out through your gloves. Keep your gloves away from that point. That'll go right through your gloves and give you a life-changing experience. You see how you don't need much there. It was just a little bit. Just move it on way to the end there. Don't let those poke through your gloves. What I'm telling him is he's getting close to those where he cut and they're sharp, like little needles. And if he pokes right through his gloves, then he'll be ready for a fish fry. Okay, I'll show you guys how we tied off. We tied off the rope that way that wouldn't go that way to the chimney. We've kind of tied it where it wouldn't go that way. So, Vinny, can I have the camera, please?
Yeah, you did a good job, Ben.
Thank you. You did too.
No, I need the tie off though.
Oh. Yeah, we can hear it tip under here. Just to make sure. I got it.
I'm just get these easier.
Okay, guys, what we did here, what we did here, guys, was we tied it off. We're actually on the loop from the city, but I went back further with some slip knots over there and came up to the chimney just to get some height We need some height, because if we go low, it's going to be sitting on the shed. We don't want that, because these wires can be cracked. I mean, I wanted to show them the picture, Vinny. One of these connectors is already blowing through. Didn't quite make it, but it heated up. So you can see that there could be cracked insulation here, and then it touches the panel, we're screwed. Look, guys, that already started. Can you believe it? And that's on their connectors
right there.
So what I did was, to keep it up high, I went up there, and then to keep it over my way, instead of it going way over there, I went all the way to the, I put a slip knot here, and then I tied it off over there at the vent. So I think we're good. Everything's good. Everything's taped off. We're all good. You know, SE won't come out and do this for you anymore. They used to.
I know what happened.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what happened so I don't do it again, or it won't happen. So when that thing broke off, that must have dropped the load of like the weight, and then that aluminum must have just really hit that thing hard.
Oh.
And that's when it just got a little of this right here. Look. You see that?
Yeah.
Right.
Send me those pictures for
there.
management.
See? It must have hit, because that and that is both.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna get down here. You guys see what we did. Let me give you a long shot. Over here, we just tied it off like that, so we're all good. We basically went from here to there, whatever gets the job done to the pole. Now he can handle that panel and get the job done. All right, we'll see you down below, guys.
Hey guys, we're back at the panel. Here's the old panel. The new panel should go all the way down to like right here. That's gonna be the problem. So on the other side of this wall, I don't want to really mess with any more stucco and break that apart, because then I have to mess with this. The other side, there's drywall, so I'm gonna drill through the other side, see where I'm at. I'm probably gonna, I'll show you. If I'm about right here, I'm probably gonna try to get my drill bit not through the paper. I don't want to damage it. I'm just gonna go right here, maybe like right there, through right here, because I'll still be using all these paper. But anyways, I'll be drilling around right here, go find down the other side. Once I find it over here, I'll make the line straight, go a little bit lower than the panel would be on the other side, then cut a little bit this way and that way, and then make a little big box. Yeah. That way I can transfer the wires from above and bring it down. That way I can get them underneath my panel. Here's the new panel. Meters on the bottom right. Let's see, the bottom. We have a bunch of knockouts for that. 2 Romexes per knockout. I got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 4, which it looks like I got plenty over here. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then I'll get some more recording once I have this wall opened up, once I start moving some wire, and you'll have a good idea of what I'm gonna be doing next after that. Hey guys, so I took some of these nails off of the black paper. Looks like they went over the flange on the black paper. I'll show you. Right there. And then they went underneath the flashing, underneath the lip right there. So that's interesting. Well, it's not interesting, but that's just a little education right there. I'll be doing the other side, taking the black paper out nicely, neatly, and then taking some of this, what is that, 2x4s out that they use to frame this box, and then open it up for my box, because this is a 10.5, I believe, or 10 inch, and then mine's like 15 or 14.5. So let's So I brought you over here last time and I was counting the holes. You can see it better that way. And this is the wrong side I was looking at. I only probably need 2 hits on the bottom. I'm gonna probably go with all my hits on top, because there's a lot more space on the top. You can see all those. Well, with all that space and the box going a little bit lower, it would be really hard for these to go and come even lower and then get into the panel. So I'm gonna bring it to the top, just so you guys know. Well, there we go. Cut out my pieces. That's what I'll be doing. Well, that's my angle, so gotta neatly take the other wires from the other side apart. Take all this apart, get it nicely straight, and then pull it out nice and smoothly so I don't nick the wire. Same goes with the top. Once I relieved all the wire from the panel, I can safely dismount the panel and then start taking out the framing that they did, and then see what I can play with.
Alright guys, I was at another job. He got the panel out, which is right over there. He got the mast out, basically the pipe, and looking better. He's gonna have to pull these to the attic. I'll show you on the other side. That way he can come in on the top instead of the side, otherwise it'd be a mess. So over here, he's got this opened up. He's gonna pull those wires that are coming to the side, pull them up through the attic, and then leave them somewhere up here and then bring them through the top of the, because there's plenty of holes on the new panel. All right, Vinny's getting, this thing comes solar, it's called solar compatible. It has its very own surge protector that goes,
It'll be clipped on
right there. It comes with it. And then all the other breakers plus room for a few extra, because he wants room for a charger in the garage, he wants room for an air conditioner, he wants room for a hot tub. So by the time we give him all of those and ready to go, we'll have a couple extras as well for any kind of add-ons he may want. This is a beautiful panel. Okay guys, he's got his panel in. But what happened is, I don't know if you guys remember yesterday, I was showing you how all the wires were coming down from up here and to the side right here. So all the wires were coming down and to the side. Well, we need them to come from the top. So then he went up there and pulled all the wires into the attic, and now Vinny's going to go up to the attic and push all the wires down. This is a template we made. We had to go from 1.5 inch pole to 2 inch. So basically we're going to have a little roof repair to do. But what we did was, the hole was already drilled at 1.5 inches, so we took a block of wood and made it 2 inches. Then we put it up there and we used that block as a template to elongate the other hole. So bottom line is, now that's going to come out, and then the other hole that used to be there, the 1.5 inch, another hole for something was there. So we're going to take that block out now and push all his wires from the attic in and down and into the box, because they used to come through here, and then into here. If you look at the video that I have, you probably saw it when I know I must have talked about it. It's just I wasn't here to get the video of all the wires as he pulled them. But anyway, that was just the block. We took a 2 inch hole saw, made that block, and we used it to guide us through, because we got our new pole over here. The pole's over there, so that's your mass. And so now he's going to go up there and start feeding the wires. We'll try to get some video there. Hey guys, we're back over here Saturday. Vinny got his wires that were coming in through the side. If you remember, they were coming in over here. He got them pulled through the attic. We've got our hole for our new pipe. We bought some shingles. They don't match, but the silver part does, the gray part does. So we bought, just for cosmetics, we bought some rust color spray paint. That way I can fog it in and make it look almost like the other ones. It's not such a big deal, but I just, over here, Vinny's started with his wiring over here. So he's got that going on right now. He needs to break some more stucco in order to get the paper under there. Especially on this side, you can see here he needs to start and break a little bit more like this. That way we get the paper under there. The paper's got to go on the top of this paper and on top of here. Over on the roof, there's the stainless steel ground rod. It's got to go about, we're gonna we're gonna ground off on this and then put a ground rod 6 feet away and then take it to the panel. Up here, let me show you what we got going on. Up here we're running our pipe. We're just playing with this roof flashing. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to copy what we see over here. We're no roofers, but we're looking at what they got here, what they got here. We got lots to follow from. So basically we got our 2-inch pipe. We've got the one with the boot, but we're not going to use that one, even though I like it better. We're just going to use mastic around there, but we were able to get this out and not tear up a lot of roofing. We got the old one out. So basically, you can see where it sets. This is where it's going to be. We're going to replace this piece right here, and then we're going to put another piece here and another piece here. We'll tuck it under, and then we'll use mastic to hold it, no nails. And then this should look about like that with tiles right there. Alicia will doctor it up. It'll look good. I wanted to use that, but it's not wide enough to cover what I wanted to cover. We ran into about 1/4 inch of a tail piece coming through. So we didn't need much. We just kind of elongated their hole. So we're gonna just use what we got, and then we'll go ahead and we'll call for a pre-inspection and go that route. So we're gonna have to cut that to size before we secure it to the box. We're gonna come up with a number here. We're gonna look at the code, and we're gonna take it to the max. And it's better to go long than short, because if you go short and the inspector says, oh, I want it higher, then we got to get new conductors to go in. But if we cut it long and he's fine, he's fine. If he says, no, it's a little too tall, we can cut it again and we still have conductor left. We won't have to throw the conductor away. So that stuff is very expensive. All right, guys, I just thought I'd catch you up. Okay, guys, I forgot my chop saw at home. Usually I have my, that metal chop saw. But here's a blade, Al, right here. That's right. Push against the pipe. Power, push the power. Good job, you did a good job. Okay, there you go, son. Okay, now, why don't we do this? Let's get, what we're gonna do, guys, hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our, what do you call that thing for the roof? That.
Flashing?
Yeah, we're gonna get that up there and get it into position. We'll put some plastic cement around it, get it where it needs to be, and then get it dropped in and screwed in, and then your mom can start working on the roofing material.
Okay, can I file this before?
Yeah, please do. I'm a roofer, but I'm just gonna put this the way I've always done it. Never had anybody call me back with leaks. Like I said. Okay, what we're gonna do here is just get started. Where's the flange? I mean the proper word for that.
sombrero.
Okay, it goes this way, guys, because your pipe goes straight up. If it goes
Flashing.
the other way, then the pipe would go that way. Yeah, it's flashing. Okay, this is gonna go under here. So I just thought you really don't need no tar and shit under here, but I'm just gonna put some around where it's going to stop, because I'm going to go under. Where are we going, under this one, Vinny?
Yeah.
Under these? Which one?
Yeah, it's that one there underneath. The one you're underneath.
This is Henry's. I'm just, all they have is gray.
That's what flag. I mean, you got the right product.
Yeah, it's for flashing. It's just gray. Why I'm doing this, I don't know. It's just not really needed. Okay, where's the, it's going that way?
Like that,
Turn
right?
that over for me. This is just to help lock it down, guys, so strong winds or something, I don't know. I don't want to make a mess of it, but I probably will.
I can go get some more.
No, it ain't that. I just don't want to make a mess of it. Okay. Okay, where are we going now? I'm going to try not to drag that too much. I thought we're going under this one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me, I'm going to leave this up so I don't hit it. But.
Right.
Okay, so now we can drag it around. We can slide it around, I guess. Look at this. I said I wasn't. Oh, we're taking that out anyway, right? Okay. We're gonna
take it out. The glove. Draws. Okay.
This is all gonna be covered up, guys, right here. We're putting new shingles right here. So, fuck it. Now we're gonna get our pipe in here. That way we know where this really needs to go. Okay, let's get the pipe.
Switch.
Let's get the pipe in there.
Got it?
And we'll move this thing around where we need to.
Oh, it needs to be straightened out. Look
Well,
how
you cut
crooked it
that.
is.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
There you go, see? Well, you said that's not the size?
Okay, you want me to take over and
Hold on.
go ahead, try to find it. This will end up where
You guys want me to go down there?
No. I'll go in there.
Okay.
No, I
tap.
see it. I see it.
You
Look.
tap.
Come here, Dad.
Are we good?
Come here.
Yeah.
Come and look down. So if you go this way, look, bring
Yeah.
it towards your chest, it'll go in the panel.
Okay,
So
go
don't
over
do
there
it.
and tell me what to do.
Not yet. Okay.
Allie, we're gonna try to straighten that up after.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can see down there.
You can see down there. You need the camera.
Okay, once you get that in, I'm gonna straighten out the panel here.
I'm gonna put the connector on.
Okay, guys, he's gonna go down there and line it up, and I'll straighten out that flashing. What?
Let me choose some of the stuff underneath now that you have it up.
Nope. I mean, you could, but I'll have to.
I can show this up.
No, we don't need it now. We'll do it later.
Okay.
We'll shoot. Do what?
I'm gonna blow this area out. Hold on.
Okay. A little more. I'm gonna thread it.
Talk in the pipe. She'll hear you. This is your microphone.
Now what? Now what? Up?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, he's got it through there. Can you fix that flashing and make it straight? Okay, is it done? Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Give him some gloves. He's got to fix that flashing before we anchor it down all the way. There we go. Put it nice and straight. That looks good. Hold on.
That?
A little bit to your right. Just a hair, please. Right there. A little more. Just a hair. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put some adhesive. No, I gotta put some under there.
I know, I was just trying to massage it.
Okay, that looks really good. And I'm not gonna put no damn nails on it because
Yeah, we saw what happened.
yeah, we saw what happened. They put nails on theirs over there, and all the caulking that they put, the roof tar, is popping off. This is potential leaks. Look. Let me show you guys. See how they put their nails in, and then they put this shit. Now you got water going in there. In fact, I might go ahead and go over all their stuff and fix all that for them while I'm up here next week. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead, and we don't need that. We're just gonna put some adhesive under there. All right, guys, we'll catch back up in a few. Okay, guys, I'm trying to show you the weatherhead. We're in the hell right over here. So that goes on top of that right here, the weatherhead and all that shit. Okay, guys, Alicia's gonna put some adhesive underneath that flashing just to make sure it's all sealed down rather than nails. And then she's gonna fix the shingles. We got some shingles. They don't match all that good, but they're close enough that we can cut them and fit them in. And I got a little spray paint, or if I want to put a little brown on one of them like the other ones. I don't know that if I'm going to go that far. We'll see later. And then we're going to start framing this out so we can put the drywall back together. We're going to work Sunday and try to get it all plastered and textured so we can paint this one wall. All right, guys, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Okay, guys, let's go check on them too. Let's go see what's going on up here. Last night we got home so late. We ended up eating dinner at like 9:30 and I couldn't sleep all night. Actually, it was almost 10, wasn't it, Al?
Yep.
Let's see what these two guys are doing. Indoor, outdoor, asphalt compatible,
Yeah.
and paintable, tough, durable,
For
superior.
flashing, roofing, suspension joints.
There you go.
Oh,
How
okay,
about
that's
that?
what we know.
Father.
That's what we're after right there.
It looks
Okay.
beautiful, Vinny.
Yeah, make that shingle
Shingle it.
straight
Yeah.
and glue it in.
That shingle is straight. It's an illusion by the cut.
It
Okay.
looks good though.
But-
It looks really good.
I could
Can you put
string it
another
by-
piece on top of that one right there?
Another
I
piece
don't
where?
know. That's gonna go under, right?
That's going under,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay. I didn't like that for a minute. Okay, get
No,
it
you
under.
just prefit it.
Okay, he's pre-fitting it. Okay. All right, you almost pissed me off, man.
I don't think you're gonna need to spray the roof at all. It looks good.
Well, let me just do a little bit. I just want to play with it. All right, guys. Let them finish this and we'll get back to it. Okay, guys, we're gonna put Henrys around that pipe to make sure it's water's tight, you know, like you normally do. But I'm gonna have them put masking tape around that shoe and the pipe. That way, when they put their shit and then they can move the tape, it'll look nice and clean. Because we got to get this inspected. And when an inspector sees some shady ass work, that's when they start questioning the rest of it. But if they see some nice clean work around there, I'm gonna go get the masking tape. You're gonna tape off the shoe and the pipe, put your sealant around it, and then move the tape. And then we'll be waterproof. We're done. Okay, guys, he's gonna tape that off and tape the top part as well. And then he's gonna put that adhesive to it, smooth it out, and then remove the tape, and it should look really good. Okay, guys, she's gonna put some adhesive around that seam, and then we'll let that dry. I'm gonna paint the tile and the flashing today, but I'm gonna paint the pole tomorrow. I'm just gonna put a little
Oh, you're gonna paint
paint
the pole tomorrow?
Yeah, but
Okay.
not this part. I'm gonna paint this part right here. Look, that way you can put your weatherhead on and there'll be a coat of paint. That way they don't rust as fast. Yeah, if you could get that sticker off, I might go ahead and paint that all the way down to the adhesive. I'm gonna paint the pole today. I'm just not gonna paint it around the adhesive because I want it to dry. I don't know how long it takes for that shit to be weatherproof. Let me do something. Hold on. Yeah, but smooth it out with your finger. Okay, guys. Get a razor blade. Take one out of your knife, Vinny, and just scrape it. Okay, smooth that out with your finger. It'll have enough time to dry today, right? It'll be weatherproof.
Yeah.
Okay, I think at this point, Vinny, you can go ahead and go clean your box out, and your mom can take over here, and she'll get that sticker and the sticker on the pole, and me and her will put some paint on the shingles and the flashing. That way that shit don't rust in the future. I would just take your finger out and go around like this one time and call it done. Yeah, or 2 times. Let me get a picture of that out.
Don't touch this. This is all my spit. Mom, I'm gonna go downstairs and throw you up a wet rag. It'll help you with this. All right?
Okay.
Then you can take this off.
Okay.
I had to use my spit. Thanks for that, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some.
Yeah, just get it where it looks wrapped and then take the tape off. And then we'll put some masking tape on the shingles and we'll paint it, get a little brown around it, it'll look good. Don't be putting your foot no more on the patchwork.
No.
You were. Here, just go ahead. The longer you take to get that smooth, it's just going to get rougher to smooth it out.
Lift it up?
Yeah, smooth it around. Are you good? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know, what do you think? Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead. It looks
It
good.
just keeps coming out from my finger, look.
Yeah, that looks real good. Just take the tape off. There you go. That should be, yeah, that'll look nice and clean. Oh, that looks perfect, Al.
Okay.
Pull that out. There we go. Now do the bottom part. Alright guys, she's got that looking really good. Nice line, it's waterproof, it's everything it needs to be. Look at that. You can leave that, don't worry about it.
Okay.
That looks really good. Let me get a picture of a different angle. Okay, just get the tape off that pole and that flashing. Let me go back a minute. Alright guys, we're going to clean that stuff off. There's the weatherhead, so we'll get back to you in a few. Okay guys, we're going to just, everybody's got their mask painted. Look, everybody has a painted mask. Everybody. So just because this is a management company and they got a lot more work where this came from, I mean, we've got all their turnovers and shit like this. Now Vinny has a chance to take over their electrical. They said that the electrician that they have does nothing but sloppy work and they're not happy with him. And they're glad Vinny got his license. So Vinny's really stepping up his game here. We're going to paint that. Most people say you want to paint, get a painter, but we're going to paint it a little bit. And especially because the tiles are, the roofing shingles are a different color, that'll help also camouflage that a little bit, and it just shows he cares. So right now he's putting on the weatherhead, that way if it rains tonight we don't have to worry. So alright guys, we're going to touch up the paint and we'll see from there. Okay guys, well, we got that with some paint on there, and it's kind of the same color as the roof. You can see the brown in the roof and it really looks nice. We got the mastic around the joints there. This is all drying. It's high-low right now because it's drying. It looks good. Alright, tomorrow we're going to feed the conductors through there. But at least we're waterproof for tonight. Alright guys, let's see what we got here. It doesn't look bad at all, does it? Looks good. Let's look over here. Nice and straight. We put a level on it. Really looks good. And then there we go. All right, guys, they're gonna go ahead and prepare for the drywall. That way tomorrow on Sunday, Alicia can plaster it. And they're gonna go get some paint mixed. And over here, Alicia cleaned the cabinet spotless. So everything is cleaned here, looking good. We have to break another 2 inches of stucco here to get to the good stuff. And over here, he's gonna need to break a little more stucco right here because we need at least 2 inches of good paper to go over. And then we'll put our flashing on top of that. He's gonna have to bring that up another 2. Over here, he's gonna have to open it up a little bit more. And then once he does, he'll be able to put his new paper underneath, and then he's gonna put flashing around it. Anyway, and then everything's cleaned up in here as well. Let's see. I don't know, how do you open this, guys? Oh, you gotta push in. Okay. Like that, and then there we go. Everything is spotless in there. So we're looking good. Alright. Alright, guys, they're gonna stay. I'm gonna go home. We got enough pipe for another job, I think. Maybe not. On a smaller job, it might be enough. Maybe not. Well, we're gonna save it. And that's about it. Alright, guys, until tomorrow. Okay, guys, it's Sunday morning. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Lisa's got the first coat on there. She did it last night before she left. We had quite a bit of rain last night. It's beautiful today, but we had quite a bit of rain and the roof didn't leak. We kind of peeked under the panel. I wouldn't have thought it would. The way we did it no different than a roofer. We tucked all that shit underneath, even further than that one that's over there. We tucked all that shit underneath. We overlapped everything. We put our new shingles, overlapped on the old. I mean, there's just no way it was gonna leak, but you know, I'm always thinking about it. So that's a surge protector. Did you get the right one? Square D. That basically is gonna go over here somewhere, right here.
Yeah.
Surge protector is gonna go on this side as it comes in. How's it protect? Like, is this the, we're like, how do, oh, because you got one on each side, huh? You got one on each bar here. Correct. And here. So that one's for one bar and this for this bar or whatever, vice versa.
And closest to the main breaker.
Yeah, and closest to the main breaker. So that's a surge. You got to have all those. All right, guys. Well, once he gets all this in and we get going, we'll check things out. Alicia's over here getting ready to do her plaster. So we'll see what's up. Alright, guys, she's got it all plastered. That was her last coat right there. Now we're gonna give it a few minutes and then put some texture after she wet sands it. Okay, guys, she's giving it the second and the last coat right here. That's gonna be it right there. So once she's done, we'll check it out. We'll shoot some texture and get it painted today. Then he's wiring in his surge protector. That's the main, that's the surge protector. Hey guys, this is how you kind of wet sand. Show them how you wet sand. You use your wet sanding sponge.
And then rub it.
Rub it in.
Just like that.
And then what?
Take a little bit of water in there.
A little bit of water there.
Okay. Great. And then use my axes and wait until they do that. I put it where it needs it. And then I go. It takes it off.
There it is.
And then I put it back on.
And then you put it back on.
There we go. Then you see a little, that little mic, split it.
Then you never have to sand it and make it all dusty. Just like that. The painters, we couldn't get in the garage because no electricity, and so I had to drill the lock off to get in there, luckily, because when you don't have an entrance, then you have to have one of these locks on here. So I just drilled off the locks right here and pulled the cable and got in and got the paint. I have one of these on the truck. It's cheaper than a can of Dunn Edwards paint is almost $50 a gallon. That lock is about $13 plus a little labor, and they didn't even have the key for it anyway, so they need a new lock anyway with the key. All right, guys. Well, it's gonna be Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna barbecue. We're not gonna stay here all day, so we're gonna be here as much as we can, and then
Cinco de Drinko.
Yeah, Cinco de Drinko. We don't even drink. All right, not that we hold it against ourselves for this. Just we just don't usually drink. If I do, I end up hungover and slopped over and trying to kiss Alicia. All right, guys. We'll catch back up with you in a little bit. Okay, guys. It's all textured. We just sprayed it. You've seen me spray texture before. Kind of nice. You can see how it's in there. Looking good. We'll let it dry about an hour and then we'll paint it. And Benny is running his ground line because the city requires they like a little bus thing here. I forget what they're called. That way if the cable company comes or somebody and they need a place to ground off, they don't clamp onto the box. They go to here instead. So
Inter-system bonding bridge.
yeah, and what's it called?
Inter-system bonding.
Inter-system bonding integration or something.
Bridge.
So then he's going to a bridge. Now he's going to take it all the way up. We're going to go all the way over here, and they require a grounding rod after you hit the pipe. So you're going to come all the way up here, down here, and then you can't cut this ground. It's got to be one solid piece, and then 6 feet away from that, or 7, then we're going to punch in that grounding rod, and this is where it'll end. That's what's required for where we're at. So he's getting it there. He's trying to straighten this out a little at a time as he goes. You know, he's going to get a tool and push it all in and clamp it. But this is just an accessory. So instead of putting clamps on, like cable company comes out and runs cable, they put a clamp that interferes with your lid. So now they're requiring this. This gives at least 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas for other people to ground off on, like this cable here. See, this, if this here was grounded, this was grounded on this box, the old box. That's what they're trying to not do, is not use this. But these damn cable guys will still come out and still they'll just ground off on the box because it's easier. They don't have to whip it around and make something nice out of it. They'll take the laziest way possible probably. So anyway, and I'm speaking from experience. I saw it with my own eyes where they had this integrated thing here, and the cable company, instead of running down to it, they went right to the box with their clamp, and the lady couldn't get into the box. Anyway, we'll see here. We'll check back in a little bit and see how Vinny's doing.
Should I try this?
Hey guys, well, Vinny's trying to get this copper run where we need to, but we don't like the way it looks, so Vinny's taking his time around the window areas and straightening it out the best we can, you know, because it comes all kinked up, look. So he's trying to get in there with a block of wood and make it as good as possible till we get about right there. Then we're going to just run with it, whatever it is. We're not going to sit here all day like that, but for at least where it looks, we're going to try to keep it looking nice. All right, guys, she's cutting in the wall with her brush. Then we're going to roll it and call it done. Cinco de Mayo, so as soon as this wall is done, we're just going to pack it up and go home. Then he's just going to keep moving here. I told you what that's for, you know, cable companies or whoever wants to add a ground have it. He's trying to straighten that out. We need to find a tool, guys, that'll straighten this copper out because it comes all screwed up on a roll. You can see all the little bumps, and we want to find a tool that way in the future, because you know Vinny's got his license now and he's going to be doing a lot of panels, so we want to be able to put that nice and straight. Right now we're just doing it by hand just to get through this job with a block of wood. He's been just tapping it against there with a block of wood to make it as good as possible, and it's getting there, you know. And but we need a tool, so we're gonna do a little search and see what we can find where we can run it, you know, through, or a little at a time or something, you know. But there's, yeah, something better than a block of wood and yeah, I don't know. So anyway, once Alicia's done with that wall, we're probably gonna call it quits and go barbecue today. Vinny wants to barbecue carne asada. You know, he is half Mexican, so he wants to celebrate a little bit.
People's Independence Day.
Half Italian and half Mexican.
Yeah. I'm only half Mexican when I make mistakes.
Yeah, whenever he makes a mistake, I. Anyway, look at Elise over there, cutting in the paint over there.
This is how we celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. We're only working on Sunday because we're on a time schedule. I have so much work next week, and we didn't realize we were going to have to open up this wall. And that kind of bit into our schedule for next week, so we had no choice but to close this wall up and get it painted like we weren't even there. So, alright guys, we'll check in later. Camera, to see if it's on. Oh my god.
I don't know with you.
Alright guys, she's got this wall almost painted. It looks good like we weren't even there. Not much more to go. That's about it. Look at that, guy.
Still the deal.
Yeah, but run your roller on the here as close as you can, because I can see where you cut it in with the brush.
Yeah.
Take your roller and go straight down. Get it up as close as. It's the same paint that, you know what I mean? So it'll match. You can get it on the other wall.
Okay.
I mean, that's their paint, so it'll match 100%. If it wasn't their paint, we had to go mix it or buy it, then maybe we wouldn't be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can touch the other wall because it's the same shit. Oh yeah, just a little bit on the top.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Oh, it's great out. Just that little spot and you're done. The wall is done, guys. I hope it doesn't require another coat. I think it does. It doesn't. It looks good. Yep, looks real good.
I'm just gonna back roll.
Alright guys, we'll check on Vinny in a few minutes. He's running that ground wire. Alright. Okay guys, we got it looking good. You can see a little bit of it shining through. That usually disappears once it dries completely, but we're gonna get it till it's dry to the touch, and we're gonna give it one more coat of paint. But you can see how well it blended over here. Our line is right on this casing, and you can't even see it. That's a shadow over there. But anyway, this here, once it dries 100%, you'd barely even see that. But we're gonna let it dry to the touch. Yeah, we're gonna let it dry to the touch, and then we're just gonna roll the center part, and then whatever we got left in the roller, we'll bring it out like that. But that should do it with the fan on it.
Yep.
And Vinny's over here running his ground cable. Got it up there, coming up there. We're gonna paint it the same color. Vinny's got his laser. That way he can follow the line straight down. So. Alright guys, Vinny's putting that ground rod in. Okay guys, he's got that thing buried. It's supposed to be underground. The connector he's got is called direct burial. So he's going to run that in there and see how it goes. Okay guys, it's all done. Tomorrow we'll energize the line and call for an inspection. That's in there all done, so looks good. Alright guys, we'll get back to this on Monday. It's Sunday, we'll get back on it on Monday. We'll energize the line. We've got the top covered with a bag just in case it rains. The lines are ready to go. Alright guys, you guys say goodbye for Sunday?
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Hey guys, I'm back over here at the house. Vinny's first inspection from the city. He was approved. I'm proud of him. That's his first 200 amp panel that's residential. He's done 4 and 6 commercial, but like I said, it's not the same as residential. And it was the rough electrical. Then while he was here, he told Vinny that he was really happy that he salvaged all the black paper that was underneath the stucco and didn't tear it all up. So he said all he really needed was flashing now. So he's got it all flashed, all his chicken wires tied together with other wire as needed. He's going to put his stucco nails in with the little cork, and he's got an inspection for Monday and for the waterproofing. And if that passes, then see, he's got his, anyway, you guys know about this stuff, but anyway, he's got his waterproofing all done. He's just going to put his stucco nails, and if that does approve, then Alicia will be over here stuccoing it in for him. This is all going to be pushed in with stucco. Everything out past is ground past. This ground rod over here, everything, because you got to go through the hose first, and then 6 to 7 feet away with the rod right there. Of course, everything's done up there. All the roofing. He liked the way we fix the roof. He says most of the electrical guys don't fix the roof, they hire it out. So hopefully Alicia can get this all stuccoed in one day. We're pulling all this so it'll be easy to stucco. This is all going in the trash, all that wiring and shit. Everything is wireless now. The inspector liked the fact that we took the time to paint the pole, and we wrapped all our connectors. He knew we did it live. He knew that SE, we didn't even try to lie to him. We just said, yeah, SE wouldn't take it apart, so we did. And he goes, yeah, that's been the thing lately. There was nothing, huh? Oh yeah, he needed a breaker tie.
And these two?
He was sharing the neutral.
And these two.
2 breakers were sharing the same neutral, so he told him to do the breaker ties and send him a picture or something, and he did. And he labeled everything too, so everything's looking good with the labels right there. This is your surge protector, your main, and then 2 breakers were sharing the same neutral. So what's that called when you do that? A breaker tie?
Breaker tie, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is. What is it? What's a breaker tie?
Just something that when one trips, the other one will trip. So.
Oh, you just put them on. They're just like these guys right here. Look. Anyway, he needs to put a bar on there. He's got the bar. I hope he does. He should check and make sure it fits before Monday. Anyway, there it is, guys.
Where is it? I want to see where it says approved. Status
approved. Status approved. So we're good to go. Just waterproof it, next inspection, and then we can close it up. Oh, and he's got to do the breaker ties.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you breaker.
Breaker ties is just in case one breaker flips, the other one will go with it because it shares the same neutral. So let's see what he's got. We got a new cooktop coming for here. This is broke right here. And
so the reason why I did these two where it's at is because this one on the other panel was on this circuit, and this one was on this circuit.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to keep the load still balanced the way they had it.
Yeah.
Because this breaker is technically
well, he
tied to
looked
this
in
one.
it and
Anyways,
he ran his test and he liked it. So.
Yeah. These things, they fit in the actual handle.
Oh, okay.
So when I take this dead front off.
Oh, I see. It goes in the middle.
Yeah.
That roller
So
goes in the
fits.
middle. Yeah, like that. Whoop. I see. I get it. It goes right in between there. Okay.
So I need to take off this breaker and then slide this in and put it in and slap that breaker back in.
Sounds
There,
good.
and right here.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see how it goes on Monday. Okay, guys. We're back at the electrical job. That wall sure turned out nice, didn't it? Okay, Alicia has got all her crap here. We took off all that shit that you probably saw in the earlier video. Now we're just going to plug those holes. That way she'll have room. Vinny did a good job waterproofing the shit out of that. It passed inspection. She's just going around knocking off all the high spots like that. And she's going to get ready to stucco it in. hopefully she can get it done today, which is right now it's late. It's almost 1:30 because we had 2 other jobs. And we like using the 1-coat stucco. This stuff dries fast and hard. It's not great for large areas, but for what we're doing, where we want, it doesn't crack, it doesn't shrink, it doesn't do anything. And then we got some La Habra over here. La Habra is, you got to do 3 coats with La Habra, otherwise it cracks. With La Habra, you have to give it your all 3 coats. I forget what you call them. Well, they're all 3. Your base, your scratch, and your finish, whatever, or your color coat, whatever. You got to do all 3, otherwise that'll crack. But with this stuff, you use this as a filler, and you get it almost level with what you're working with, all in one day. And then at the end of the day, when you got everything finished, you throw this La Habra over the top of it and feather it way out. You'll start where you started with the 1-coat stucco. You'll start here, and you'll get that La Habra way out somewhere over here. And then it has a lot of sand in it, so you can take your stucco float and do this action right here, and it brings all that to the top. And then if it doesn't, you take a little can of texture, my friends, like you use inside, and put it on not orange peel, but you put it on what do you call it, that real fine not knockdown, orange peel basically. But I even go finer. I try to tighten that thing up all the way so I get where it spits. I want it to, and I can take a can of texture and turn it just like to this right here. But she's pretty good with the stucco float, where she pulls it out like that, and it draws it out. She's pretty good at that. So sometimes I don't even have to, but sometimes I will. And if I do put some texture on it, I'll get it all the way from the top, because we're gonna paint this whole wall. We're gonna paint the ground. We're gonna paint it the color of the house up to there, then white, and then back to the color of the house over here. He passed inspection. The only thing he had to do was, the guy told him that we always got to leave that exposed and put gravel around it. We can bury it with gravel, but it's got to be where you can check it once in a while. Of course, we don't know how that's going to turn out. Somebody's probably just going to throw dirt and plan over it, but it's there, and it passed. All right, guys, we'll let Alicia get started, and we'll see how it works out. Okay, guys, we sent Vinny to go get some more stucco, because from looking at it, it's not going to be enough. We thought 2 boxes, but after we see it, anyway, he's going to go get a bag. Okay, guys, she's slinging that mud in there, getting it where she needs it. She goes all the way around it, gets it in the chicken wire, and leaves it rough, and then she goes and mixes some more until it's all done. A little at a time. She kind of mixes it thin and lets it dry a little bit. There she goes. All right. All right, guys, she's getting it done. She puts scratches in it in between, before she starts with the, before she goes and cleans up her shit. Oh, and she puts scratches in there all the time like that, like chicken feet. But it's doing good. Eventually she'll have it all leveled, and then she'll start feathering it in, I guess. Let's see. Check back in a little bit. Hey, you have a little hole there you could fill up right over there, Al.
Right here.
Right there, yeah. Looking good, Al. Push that shit in there deep.
More,
there you go.
More. There's a pocket. That's right.
There you go. Now it's good.
That's pretty.
No, but
pocket.
yeah, she'll fill it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can use the spatula, huh? Whatever you call that.
Trawl.
Straw? Oh, I'm just getting hungry.
Pizza today.
Pizza.
What a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
We have this pizza place, guys. It's down the street in Huntington Beach here. And it's called What a Lot of Pizza. And they're like really good stuff, but for the cheapest price in town. What are the pizzas now? I remember when they were large, $7.49. How much are they now?
Like
That was years ago.
8 something or 9?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
9 for a large.
I believe so.
But they're able to provide that price because everybody goes there. It keeps them busy and keeps them going. You know, and they even have a sign letting people know, hey man, we keep the prices low, but keep coming in. And their pizzas are delicious. So they don't deliver no more. They used to for a fee, but now it's all just takeout. So what happens is, hey, there's a Simpson screw over here, Vinny. That's money on the floor. You just throwing away money?
What is it?
A Simpson screw. So anyway, now what she does before she mixes her next batch, she's feathering in the edges, and that way she keeps going, because if she doesn't feather in the edges every single time, before you know it, she'll have a buildup that she won't be able to remove. So basically what she's doing, she's not even feathering in the edges, she's taking it off the edges. She doesn't want anything on the existing stucco until like the last coat. So she's just taking it off. So see how it looks later. Well guys, it's coming along. She's getting it done. She's starting to feather outwards now. Looking good. Alright guys, now she's putting the La Habra texture coat. This is the last one that goes on, and it gives her the final texture. She's going to blend it way out. You can see over here yellow marks. Well, that disappears with this stuff. Now she's going to try to make it match all this, and make it blend.
You don't get those marks right here.
Yeah, you don't get
Scratches.
those marks, those scratch marks. You don't get that with this stuff. And she'll do from the door out. Anyway, we'll let her work at that, and we'll go from there.
Mom almost blew over.
Did she?
Yeah, she's so light.
All right, guys, she's getting her done. This lady is paying us like $700 for this patch. I mean, I actually was quoting her cheaper, but she said, look, I want it really nice, and I know Alicia's gonna work hard. I know how she works, and she named the price. So what Alicia's gonna do for her is she's gonna carry that all the way to the edge over here. That way there's no chance of seeing anything. And so she's just gonna keep working on it until it's done. I won't bore you guys with more updates. I'll wait till she's almost done, and then we'll take a look at it. And just cleaning up the cable a little bit. Okay guys, she's near the end. We're gonna clean that door up. That's not us. That's some sort of glue. We're gonna clean it, otherwise they'll think it's us. I think everything is pretty much done. Vinny will paint it tomorrow. We'll see how it looks. Alicia's got it to the end over there. That way it all looks really good. It blends well. You don't see no start or stop area. She paid us good money for this, so we're gonna make sure she gets her money's worth. So alright guys, well, tomorrow me and Alicia have to go somewhere. There's a gentleman that I've been working for a while. He needs to have some water and a drain ran to his upstairs bedroom. He's on dialysis and he's going to bring the machine home. So he needs his one room kind of set up where he can use it 3 or 4 days a week. So me and Alicia are going to go there tomorrow morning and look at it. He doesn't even want an estimate. He just wants me to do it because he's familiar with our work. And so So we're gonna go there and see the best way we can get water up there, because he has a whole house water softener, and they told him that he can't hook up after the softener. They want raw water. So we're gonna go to this garage and figure out how we're gonna get that to his upstairs without, you know, making a big mess out of things. So then from there we got an electrical issue Alicia and I are going to in Newport. The lady don't have no power in her kitchen for some reason, so these are all management jobs. And even the guy with the machine, he owns a bunch of buildings and he manages them himself, and I've been working for him for a long time. But with that being said, once we're done, we'll be over here to help Vinny finish this wall. Vinny will be here doing some other things, probably the wall first, and then he's got some plumbing repairs in here and some other things. So until we get here, he's going to be keeping busy. So this wall will probably be painted the next time I come here. We'll see how it looks. Hey guys, we're over here at the panel where he went from 100 amp to a 200 amp panel. They also want a car charger, so we bought a car charger at Home Depot. It's coming around, but he's running the 240 amp through the attic with his conduit there, and he's pulling it through the panel right now. I wanted to show you guys the panel when it was all buttoned up. I could still do that later, but it's Sunday and he's trying to get this done so he can put the charger in on Monday. But the wall is completely done. Yeah, let me show him the panel real quick. So, yeah, it's all painted. It matches up the paint over there pretty good. We painted the ground wire as well. Anyway, he's got it all ready to be pulled. He's pulling, what gauge wire are you pulling? 8 gauge?
Yeah.
And how many amp breakers are you gonna put right here?
Amp.
40 amp?
Yeah, they're gonna be like this.
Okay.
Like with these right here.
Okay.
Another one up there.
Hey guys, my I was on a vacancy job yesterday and I found a acetylene tank there. It's all rusted and it was looking pretty rough. Looked like somebody purchased it and just put it in their garage and let it rot. But I put my gauges on it before I put any time on it. I got my gauges and put it on there and it's full, you know, full to the brim. I guess I just never used it. So I just kind of gave it a light sanding. I mean, not even a sanding, just a steel wool brush, and cleaned it all up and got me some maroon paint, not red, just, you know, acetylene color, what I think is close to it. And I put one coat of primer first, and then I put that maroon on it, or whatever color you want to call it. But I did put the primer on it first because I didn't want it to rust up, so I put some Rust-Oleum. So anyway, I'm gonna give it one more coat, because this will take me a long time to use. I usually use the small propane tanks and torches, but I'm gonna give those to Vinny. I have an old turbo set. I can't find it though. I don't know if it's in my garage somewhere, so I've been just relying on the little torches that I have. But I have a brand new cheap knockoff set of turbo torch from Amazon that I've had. I've kept it in there but never got the tank again. I can't remember. I think that I left it somewhere, and when I went back a week later, didn't realize where I left it, finally remembered, and it was gone. Just like I went to a vacancy and everybody's out of there, so this is gone. It's not like I stole it from anybody. I don't steal. It was just in the garage, and everything there is for the taking once they leave, you know. And the last person on the totem pole to get anything is the cleaning people. Usually all the people that are doing the work get to see this stuff first, and then it usually ends up gone. But the painters got in before me, but they didn't see any use in it. So anyway, I feel lucky. It's nice to find something every once in a while. All right, we massaged the cable through. It was hanging up somewhere in there, but he went up there and rattled the flux around up there. We were able to get it through right there, if you can see it. And I gave that bottle one more coat of paint. That's it. Put it away. It'll probably last me the next 4 or 5 years, if not longer. And you never get the same one back. Like if you go in there and you spend money and you buy a brand new tank from wherever, you can drop it off and request that you get that tank back, but you won't get it back probably that day. It'll probably be a day later you can come and pick it, or you can just trade yours in and they give you one in exchange that's been certified. You know, they check the valves, they check the inside, whatever they do, they pressurize it. Anyway, but you can, if you did buy a brand new bottle, nobody wants to give up a brand new bottle from Amazon or wherever you might buy it and then trade it in for some old bottle that's all beat up. But as soon as yours starts getting beat up, then it doesn't look so bad just to drop it off, and sometimes you get something better than what you got. But I knew this is going to last me a while, simply because I don't use it all that much. So I figured I'd throw some spray on it and throw it in the truck. Right, Vinny? So over here, Vinny's got 100 foot of this and 100 foot of that and 100 foot of this. There's 240 amp breakers. Some other shit here, down wire. Basically what's going to happen is it's going to come down to here through his new panel, and there's going to be a charging station right here. We got it coming. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. Did you order it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to hang right here. Plug in here, and it's going to have, it fits all cars except Tesla. For Tesla, you got to buy like a little, what is it called? Adapter?
Yeah, because they have their own charger.
Yeah, they have their own thing going on. Right, this will be here, and that charger will plug into that, and then of course if you have a Tesla, you buy the adapter, and then you can plug it into the wand that goes here. So, alright guys, we'll check in with them in a little bit. Also you might remember we had a cracked cooktop here. Alicia put this one in. It's all installed. I just gotta put the drawer back. But it's finally got a lid on it. I think I showed it to you the way they left it before. It was just all coiled up in here. Alicia got it all clamped up to the wall. Made it look good. It's good, running good as well. So we'll put our drawer back in here in a minute and go from there. Alright guys, he's getting his stuff all rigged up here. Pretty soon we'll be pulling it through, I guess. That's that leftover
Stack. Riser.
The riser.
For the
mass.
stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. Oh, you brought your JY jelly?
Yeah.
Huh?
Jelly.
I'm not sure if the video was, if I had any of this cooktop, but this is the broken part that I was telling you about right there. Those old tenants broke it, I guess. So we just put in another one just like it. We need to get all this together. He's gonna have to go to Harbor Freight and get one of those carry-all. He's braiding that onto his fish tape over there, and then he'll tape it. Okay guys, he's got the wires pulled from up there. We're gonna install this outlet, and they'll be ready for the charging station. Alright guys, it was all hands on deck, so I couldn't videotape. It's Sunday. I don't have Alicia here. She wants her Sundays off. So with Alicia taking Sunday off, I had to be the one helping him. Yeah, right. Anyway, he's got it all pulled. We used that puller, and he's got everything coming in there nicely. He's got the 2 breakers raring to go right here, one on each side of the bar. Now he's gonna go ahead and get it all ready, make sure the breaker's off, and then once that's done, we'll go back over here and pull the rest of the wire down that conduit, and call it done for today. The charger's coming tomorrow. So anyway, so I guess that'll be about it. Just gonna run the cable down through here, and then the station's gonna go over there, I guess. Hey guys, he's stuffing his wires in a loop there. That way, in the future, if they have to clean something up or something, they'll have some wire to pull out. A lot of times when you get this big wire, people will just cut it, leave hardly nothing, and then the next guy really has to fight to get, you know, what he needs done. You never know, something could break loose and short out, and you burns that wire. At least you have something going on. That should never happen, but I'm just saying it's nice to have a little extra wire tucked away if you've got the room. Alright guys, he's got that all put in here. Looking good. So, got his plate there.
Small head, so I don't scratch the plate.
Okay guys, we got the breaker on. This is the for the car charger right there. That's a surge protector. And your extra grounds. SCE came out and locked up the thing here, and they locked up there, and they also checked our connectors up on the roof right there, and said it looked beautiful, and so on and so on. They took the ground wire, the tape off the ground wire. I guess they just checked one and they loved it. They took a peek on that other one and opened it up, or they ran out of tape. I don't know if they just were going to tape it back or not, but anyway, they went out there and checked it, said it looked good. So everything's been approved by the city and SCE. Let's go see what Vinny's going to do. Oh, cutting a strap. Alright, here we go. Oh, somebody's barbecuing.
Oh,
That smells good. That's what we need to do today. But it's Sunday, man. I don't feel like... You want to? Well, then we'll go get something. Alicia's not here with us today. Alicia's with Katie in El Monte at her family's. No, it was in the backyard.
Yeah, no, it smells good.
Anyway, she's in El Monte with her sisters, her mother, and it's one of her sister's birthdays or something. So let's see what we got here, Vinny boy. We should have... Okay, looking good. 110, looking good. 118 rather. I always say 110, I don't know why. Looking good. And up there's looking good. Yeah. We're all good. Everything's good.
Yeah,
Alright. Alright guys, well, you know, let's go button up this panel and take a good look at it. I was really happy with Alicia's stucco work. I mean, she just decided to skim coat the whole part of the wall. That way there'd be no chance you could see the work. Vinny, can you button up this panel? And then we'll take another look at it. Alright guys, that snaps right in. Vinny's gonna have to go home and make a label for this one up here. So yeah, it looks really good. Maybe a little touch-up paint there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, it looks really good. This kind of concludes this job, doesn't it? Okay, that's Alicia's stucco job right here. So I'm looking good. For the most part, it looks really good. He still has to fix this box right here tomorrow, and he's got to put a new timer. That's all. That melted, somehow melted, like maybe they had a candle under it or something. So, all right, we're gonna pick up, guys, and we're gonna go to Stater Brothers and pick up some steaks. And me and Vinny are gonna barbecue. Alicia's, like I said, is in La Fuente with her family, with Katie, and it's just me and him kicking it today.
You're eating.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.